Hiya, I'm Colzo, and nice to see you again. Welcome back to Colzo Art. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a sketch with me or a draw with me. I'll be drawing from a photo I found on Pexels, which is this one here, bit of a street scene. I'll link the photo down below if you're interested in sketching along with me. I am sketching in my moleskin watercolour journal, and I'll be using a mechanical pencil with an H lead. I prefer a harder lead over a soft. Yeah, sometimes I use a grid to get the idea of perspective and where to position things, but I'm just practicing here and trusting my intuition and looking. I'm constantly looking up at the photo. I'll be doing a bit of watercolour and ink with this piece as well. Yeah. I'm sorry it's not overly clear what I'm doing in the far corner, but you'll see it come together in a bit. I'm going to use this video as a bit of a catch-up as well. So what all's been happening with Colzo? I've had a few exciting things happening. I have started selling from my own website, so on colzo.art. It's now an e-commerce platform, which is rather exciting. And I'll keep my Redbubble shop open, but it'll only be for stickers or all over print stuff like bedding or that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I have more control over prices and offers and different things like that on my own website. Yeah, so that's one thing that's been happening. Another is that was it last month? It must have been. It was. I took part in my first ever online market, with thanks to Emily Harvey, who has her own YouTube channel and things. I'm a member of her Patreon. She does studio vlogs and makes illustrations, but she put together an online market for her Patreons. So that was actually a lot of fun as well that weekend. It was over a Friday to Sunday. Loads of people involved, people going live on like Instagram and things. And I did my first ever Instagram live with another person, with Natalie from the Charimals. Sorry, I am butchering that name. But we talked about running a small business while living with long-term chronic health conditions, which and why we do things the way we do in our business. So for me and Natalie, we use a lot of print on demand in our work, and that means that we're not having to constantly package up orders or going off to the post office. That's done externally, and that was a very conscious decision on both of our parts, that we definitely did not have the spoons to be doing all the packing and things. Yeah, so it was an interesting conversation. Unfortunately, tech didn't quite be our friend, so the chat wasn't recorded. However, we have agreed that we would probably do it again, which which is encouraging. Yeah, what else has been happening? I have finished one of my big illustration projects. So I had been working with Chris Little, or official Chris Little, to produce heck, sorry, to produce some an illustration based on a song from his EP, Acres of Sky, and he gave me creative freedom with that and said, listen to the EP and pick a song and make your illustration based on the song that you've chosen, whatever stands out for you. So that first weekend, I listened to his EP on repeat, which, let me tell you, was not a chore in any way. I really enjoyed listening to it. I'll link his EP down below, where you can find it, and I'll put up on screen somewhere a photo of the finished piece so you can see it. The finished piece is now available in my shop as a print, and it's on either a print, like a fine art print, or you can get it on a t-shirt. Is it a t-shirt and a mug? All in all, it's pretty cool. To blow my own trumpet. No, I've really enjoyed doing that project. One of the other projects that I'm working on is still ongoing, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. It's another illustration one, and it's quite a big project. I have shared some sort of behind the scenes pictures and reels on my Instagram, but I'll share more when I can. So if you're interested in that, do come along and find me on Instagram. I'll have a link again down below. I'm literally Colzo Art across all the socials, and you'll find some of my reels and things. Yeah. So a bit more about what's going on here. You can see that I've got a bit more of the sketch done. I'm now working on, I think this is a window up in the top corner, and there's a couple of pot plants in the windowsill. I'm still working with pencil here. Yeah, I've gone for quite a... I haven't gone overly realistic in what I've drawn. I quite like the sort of the shapes and the feel of it and the essence of the scene that I've gone for. But I think I might just play a bit of music and possibly speed up the clip slightly, and we'll get to the inking stage and then to the watercolour. Spoiler alert, the camera died and I continued painting, so you'll miss out part of the painting process, but it's okay. Yeah. So I'll just let the music play for a bit and I'll catch up with you in a while. Thank you. voiceover me back again. So as you can see, I've been adding some watercolour here to the sketch. I've also added the ink, which was with the Uni Pin Fineliners. The watercolours that I'm using are a range of mostly Winsor & Newton professional watercolours, but I've also got a few Daniel Smith fine watercolours and some Schmincke watercolours. I think here I was using a combination to make this dark brown for the tree. Like I said a bit earlier on, the camera stopped recording and I hadn't noticed, and I continued painting. So you'll see in a second some rather questionable camera footage where I've held the camera to try and show you the full page. This was actually quite a fun piece. I hadn't been using my watercolour all that much recently. I've been getting a wee bit into acrylics, and I've been sort of experimenting with all different kinds of material and just kind of playing. I absolutely adore this colour I'm using right now. It's Cobalt Teal from Daniel Smith, and it is really pigmented. It is granulating, and it's quite a unique colour. Sorry, I just wanted to point that out. Yep, so thanks so much for coming, and if you've made it this far, thank you for hanging out with me today. Do check out my website, have a look at my shop and see the different prints and items that are for sale at the minute. So be sure to like and comment and subscribe to the channel. I'm hopefully going to be making more videos a bit more regularly. And again, thanks for hanging out today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you the next time. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.